Winters are going down as a doozy across the U.S. On the West Coast, there have been nonstop rains, which brings flooding, road washouts, landslides, trees downed, electrical outages, and hazardous road conditions. Montana had extreme weather at times 40 below this winter. East Coast has been hit with storms and hurricanes. And I gotta say that every time I see a natural disaster, I can't help but thank my lucky stars that it isn't me who has to manage all that cleanup. Most landlords or investors only think of professional property managers as people who get tenants, handle everyday maintenance, and collect rent. But you probably have never thought of them as part of your first response team. A good property management company will be proactive before the weather event even hits. They'll do things such as clean gutters, check properties with sump pumps to ensure they work, trim trees away from power lines and the rental property roof, etc. They'll notify tenants of how to handle emergencies and to stock up on important supplies. Remote properties often have generators for power outages. They'll also make sure their maintenance team or vendors are prepared and on standby. They may even have sandbags available for pickup if necessary. The property management company should also have their software in the cloud in the event of the office being damaged. This way, they can continue to be reached by tenants and concerned property owners. I know of a property manager who was not in the cloud and their office burned to the ground. I can't even imagine how they recovered from something like that. Just think of all the lost files, the data, the computers lost, and all the keys that were lost. Just as the fire department recommends property owners to clear brush away from homes, label circuit breakers, and have emergency supplies on hand, your property management company needs a disaster plan. Some typical things that should be done monthly, quarterly, and annually are: get updated insurance and emergency contact information from both you and your tenants. All tenants should be required to have renter's insurance. Backup phone systems should be available with a recording in the event of an emergency. All files, including tenant leases, accounting, maintenance files, etc., should be backed up remotely. Vendor contact information should be in cell phones as well as in property management software and accessible remotely. Facebook is a great place to gather information in emergency situations, so the company Facebook page should have current information. The management company should conduct drills just like fire and police, so if the unthinkable happens, everyone knows what to do. Now, once the event has passed, it's up to the property manager to assess damage, get bids for repairs, overseeing the repairs, manage frazzled nerves of tenants, which could mean finding alternate housing for them, working with insurance companies to get reimbursed for damages. Once the weather event has passed, the work has just begun. This is where your property manager earns their stripes. It's through their relationships with vendors that gets your property back up and habitable before others, thus saving you money and the headaches that go along with the cleanup. By having a plan and being prepared to put it into action when necessary, your property management company can relieve not only your stress as the property owner, but that of your tenants as well. They are truly the first responders of rentals. Ask your property management company to share with you their plan and your role when an emergency happens. You'll be glad you did.